too,
All right.
But I like acting, all that stuff, the story and the book that I wrote, and trying to get back, up there.
All right.
So
We're ready.
anyway,
I think we're ready to go live pretty much.
oh really? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And
Are,
so,
are you in Florida now?
no, we're in Whittier, North Carolina.
Oh yeah, I
Well,
know that.
you're in Asheville, right?
Yeah, but yeah, I just, just I don't want to. So long. I really don't want to mention it. I just say, um,
No
I
worries.
just, I don't want to get too much credit for this.
Okay.
I mean,
I
what I went through.
Yeah, I think we're live now. So let's get started.
Okay.
We're talking with Carlo Martini,
Mar-
Martini,
Martini. Yeah.
just like the drink.
Yeah, good morning, Carlo.
He's
Oh, hi, Brenda.
Hi.
yeah. Unfortunately, this morning, Carlo, we have a bigger camera, and son of a gun, I couldn't get it to work. So we're kind of in a small screen. Brenda, if you could move in a little closer, at least we got your voice here. Do you want to show some pictures of Carlo?
I
Yeah,
sure
one at a
do.
time so people will see who we're talking with.
Whereabouts are we now?
Let's see. I think we got to be over
We're,
here somewhere.
it's not like the ranch anymore, Carlo.
Yeah, there it is. Let me
Oh,
get my
There
fingers
we
off
go.
your head here. There. All right. There he is.
There you are.
All
What a
right.
handsome man you are.
There's Carlo with with a tux on. Can I have
Yes.
another picture?
Yes.
Oh, here's Mama.
Mama.
Nina.
yeah.
Look at
Oh,
this.
yeah.
She's got a guitar in her hand.
Yeah, she was holding the guitar that I had and I have, and yeah, that was a few years back. Yeah.
Yeah. And where were you? You were in Nashville there, or you have
Uh,
a bumper
yeah.
logo that says
Oh,
Elvis on
oh,
there on a
oh, yeah, that was,
Cadillac.
yeah, okay. Yeah, I put that in there because I am a big fan of Elvis, of course, and I've been a big fan of Elvis since I was a little boy.
Now,
But
let me ask you something, Carlo. Your mom has a guitar in her hand. Does she play guitar, or was it just posing for that?
no, she was,
Posing? She
she was,
looked pretty confident there. Let
She
me tell
sure
you.
does,
uh,
yes.
She'll give Elvis
yeah,
a run for his money, you
yeah,
know.
she was,
Absolutely.
yeah,
Here's
she
one
loved
with
music. Yeah,
Carlo
she
on a
loved
horse.
music. Yeah, she
Here's a
loved
cowboy
music,
shot
and
of you
yeah,
in a movie.
Yes.
You're holding a gun,
Oh.
and I think you have a horse behind you. So probably one of your movies that you did. You did a lot of.
yeah,
Mhm.
it was a western, it was an independent. It's up there, a western film. It was directed by Chris Forbes in Georgia, I think, Atlanta, Georgia, I believe it was. And so he directed it, and I was in two, I think three of them. I had a speaking, leading speaking role. Um, and I played on the first one. I played Carlos. It was like mysterious kind of ghost western fellow.
Mhm.
And then the other one was I was an Italian banker, and
And
I
then
played
you
Mr. Palermo.
you had a tux on in one of them, and I think you were in a movie, some kind of
Oh
a
yeah.
casino or some kind of
Oh
scene.
yeah. Well, we were posing for some pictures, like a style like the Godfather style scenery,
Hmm.
so forth. And so we took some shots and some photos and different things like
Hey,
that.
here's a picture. I got to show you this one. You have that like red sweater on, and you said that that was given to you. It was Elvis's, right?
Oh, this shirt.
Yeah, the shirt.
Yeah, that was given by the late Argus Pratt. I call him AJ, the tailor, and he also done Elvis scarves and different things like that, and so he knew Elvis back in those days, and he was like a tailor, so to speak, one of the tailors,
Yeah,
support.
that's
But
you had a lot
he
of good
passed away a few
contacts
years
out,
ago.
a lot of good contacts out there in Nashville. That's for sure. And oh, here's one. Didn't come out
Yes.
that good,
No.
the print, but it's you playing Rocky.
Rocky. Yes.
Yeah. Let's see. I got Rocky there.
Yeah.
Where are you?
Well,
I got to find you.
that was just for fun. I
There
went.
you are.
That was a few years back. I think I was wearing like some kind of a gray.
Yeah,
Sweat.
great
Yeah,
leisure suit, and then probably
yeah, yeah.
ski hat.
Well, when I went to Philadelphia, I told Debbie, I said, well, what a great idea. Why don't I just, do the while we're here?
Mm-hmm.
And so she took a couple of pictures, and we went to the market, and I ran the market. I just wanted to do it,
Let's go.
and I did,
Let's.
and I did it. I did the steps.
Yeah, that was cool. We got to get you down in Silva here in North Carolina. They had
Oh,
tons
yeah,
of
it'd be
steps.
great.
It's
Oh,
the
yeah.
courthouse.
But,
Now
well,
it's a library,
Right, right.
but
yeah,
it must be
Up the
I'll
steps.
get back in shape.
200 steps. So we'll
Absolutely.
come down and
Yes.
film you. How's that?
That would be a lot of fun, Carlo.
Yeah, it'll be wonderful.
Hey, we're going backwards. Let's get back to where you were born. You were born in Italy in a small town called Apriali, or how do you pronounce that?
Yeah, I was born in a town called actually San Remo.
San
My
Remo.
yeah, San Remo. My father was born in Apricala. It's just a small village from the I guess the 12th century, the 13th century village, and and I used to go there a lot. And then my mom was born in the south, but and then they of course they met during the war days, and so forth. And they got married in 1944 in the church while they were bombarding away outside. But they got married there in Apicale, and but I went there a lot, when I was there, and then when I was little, because I was not too far from the town where I was born.
Mm-hmm.
So we used to go. We used to go there quite a bit,
I read that you came across on the Andrea Dora, right? The ship that sank.
Yeah, 1956. And then I traveled with the Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, Cristoforo Colombo, and Raffaello. But I did not travel with Nina Pinta and Santa Maria. I didn't travel with those.
Now, you were such a young age and you were performing. Do you remember coming over on the ship, and did you do anything on board to keep the passengers
No,
entertained?
no, unfortunately not, because I hate to say this, but when I traveled on board, I was so sick, seasick from the 8 days, and I was off. And no, I didn't. And I was more like not well with the trip, because of the ocean,
Hence, you
So no, but they had a lot of good piano players. I remember a lady playing piano, and it was a guy. I think it was a man playing piano. No, it was a lady playing piano.
it was an impersonator.
No, she was just playing.
Okay. Hey, so that's why you never performed on cruise ships, I guess, right?
Nothing against cruise ships. No,
Yeah,
I can't go on.
understand.
But
And
I mean, they're nice,
years back, I heard you on my buddy's show, the Howard Stern Show, and you did a good job there too, by the way. He's a hard guy to work with, but you did fine.
Yeah.
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 We're showing another picture of you with the cowboy hat, and you have a horse behind you, and you got a sharp shooter there. So
Yeah, and that was a picture that they took when they told me to walk the horse and do that, So
yeah.
that's another.
So you're still performing, and if people would like to book you, do you do weddings or Italian fairs, festivals, that kind of thing?
Yeah, weddings, little, parties, or, hopefully when this thing ends with this terrible thing going around,
The pandemic, yes.
hopefully, some casinos and stuff like that. Right now, I'm trying to concentrate on putting a new act together, and hopefully, supposed to be on a movie too. It's kind of a gangster type of picture, but they're on hold because of this thing going around. So
Yeah.
I don't know when it's going to start. I don't know anything when it's going to start.
Well, you got
So
you got the right voice for it, Carlo. You sound like the
Oh, yeah?
Godfather there. Yeah.
Oh, right.
You should be good at it.
Well,
Hold on, Brent, hold on.
Carlo, you perform with a lot of well-known actors. Can you name some more of them that you performed with?
Oh yeah, sure. Let's see. In the past, I performed. I opened up with the late London Lee, the comedian. He was also on the Ed Sullivan Show and Merv Griffin Show, Johnny Carson. So his name was London Lee. and then I did. Let's see, I was on other, Gary Lewis and the Playboys and Jerry Lewis' son in Florida.
Oh, wow.
And then I did. I'm trying to think. I met, oh yeah, Ernest Stubb and Jimmy Dickens and Marty Stewart once, and then the late Jan Howard in Nashville,
And
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 other.
and and Margaret.
Oh,
I saw you with Aunt
oh,
Margaret.
I met Aunt Margaret, Mrs. Margaret. I met her in 1978, and I was doing some kind of show, as Elvis. I was doing in near Miami. It was near the Miami Theater of the Performing Arts,
Uh-huh.
and so I heard she was going to be there. So I went to get her a gift, a plaque, just like I gave Elvis, and I brought her. And I didn't really have time to change because I was still in my suit and all that. So I went. I said, I hope she doesn't mind me being like that. And then so I went and I met her and I gave her that gift. And then after that, years went by, and I got the chance to meet her twice again. So that's one of my dreams came true because when I was a little boy, I used to, dream about Hollywood, and I used to go to the movie theaters and, hang around at Cinema Olympia, it was called.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to go there and sit there and, dream about Hollywood and all that. And I used to watch westerns, like Clint Eastwood is one of my favorites. John Wayne, and then Helly Mills and Margaret, Bye Birdie, and all that. So and that I said to myself, one day I'm going to meet all these people, which I didn't get a chance to meet Clint Eastwood or John Wayne, but the other folks, I did, and so that's and then on February the 13th, 1977, to Sheraton, West Palm Beach. I gave the same gift I gave to Aunt Margaret to Elvis, and
Wow.
so I heard that I was traveling with him to a couple of concerts in his luggage, and then they put it on the Graceland trophy room. I don't know if it's still there today, but I guess among the other, gifts that Elvis
Now
received.
you met Elvis, is that correct?
I met him, well, yeah, I did, and I was Joe Esposito, road manager, was there at that time. I mean, of course, he's always was with him, but
Carlo, you also have a country western song album coming out, right? The
uh,
Italian country singer, correct?
yeah.
Yeah.
I had I had this